was opened before this conflict started, if that is now indeed the goal of what the president is trying to do. And Aaron, you hinted at this, that in order for some sort of negotiation to be reached, there needs to be urgency on both sides. There was this Wall Street Journal piece over the weekend essentially saying that Iran believes it's winning the war and it wants a very steep price in order for it to end. You were just talking about that the U.S. needs to give concessions. What might those need to look like in order to get the Iranians to the negotiating table to reopen the Strait of Hormuz?
I mean, I think that's the real problem. The Iranians are going to want guarantees, probably, and by not just by Trump. They're going to want them sanctioned by the UN, the international community. They'll get the Russians and the Chinese to buy into these guarantees and to pressure the administration. That's one thing. Number two, they're going to want reparations for the destruction and damage done. That's not going to happen. Number three, as crazy as it sounds, they're going to demand and want sanctions relief. And frankly, this is a highly transactional president without a strategy. Again, he's wandered all over the parking lot. Imagine the extraordinary development of the United States of already unsanctioned 140 million barrels of Iranian oil. I mean, that's head exploding given what we know the administration would like to do, is to weaken and fracture the regime. In the end, the Iranians are going to want sanctions relief as well. I don't know what the flexibility is on the part of this administration to provide any of these things. It seems to me that any constituency that Donald Trump cares about in this country, almost without exception, would breathe a collective sigh of relief if tomorrow the president of the United States said, you know, I'm done. Here's what we've achieved. The war is over. The real question in the end, Danny, is whether the Iranians will let him out. And frankly, right now, geography is destiny. They can shell the Gulf states at will, and they can decide who gets through the straits. Iranian oil's getting through. Oil from China's getting through.
Yeah, and Aaron, we're going to have to end things there, unfortunately. We're just coming up to the break. Thank you so much for joining us. That's Aaron David Miller of the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace.